Hello, and welcome back to the next part of the WA2 drama CD, One Night Triumphant Return. This takes place during closing chapter of White Album 2, and it's the one night of Tomoyoko's concert where Kazusa came to attend. So, her mom is super mean, and she just keeps rubbing in the fact that, oh, you don't have a kid with Haruki, you wish you had a kid with Haruki, and Kazusa's getting really upset. Granted, they're both pretty drunk at this point, but still, that's such a mean thing to say. So, let's continue on from there. Listen to that. You really are my daughter. So immature that you can't stand on your own, and yet you have perfectly inherited that trait. An eternal maiden. Shut up. You hoard everything away like that, and yet you're so stubborn. So presentation alone is what you have in abundance. Thanks to that, you keep extending yourself more and more. Kazusa, starting to get emotional. Stop teasing me. I'm hopeless. I've gone wrong as a person. But you haven't gone wrong as an artist. At least use the piano to clear up that pent-up frustration. Come on. Your daughter is upset. Comfort her. Don't just be like, use it and become better at the piano. That is so horrible. I don't like this woman. Just like that. Constantly picking on your child. This is abuse. Well, you may be my daughter, but you're still adorable. Kazusa, voice shaking. Stupid. Youko beckoning her over. Come here, Kazusa. You can cry it all out in your mother's arms. You made her cry! Come on! You can't act like you're being so kind by comforting her if you're the one that made her cry. Why would I do something so childish? What are you talking about? She pulls Kazusa into her arms. However much time may pass, you'll still be a child. To me, at least. Kazusa begins sobbing. It is I hate it. I want to call it an unhealthy relationship, but really, it's just Yoko's so mean. Drives me up a wall. But now we have a short break in scene. Bell chimes. The sounds of a crowd. Kazusa! Over here, over here! Kazusa walks along, muttering to herself. Ugh. My feet hurt because they keep getting stepped on. The crowd is exhausting. I'm worn out on not being able to get anywhere. This is exactly why I said I didn't want to do this overnight shrine visit. Your roads of trials have finally ended. You've earned your rest. Forget about my rest. Setsuna, where's your boyfriend? Ah. Looks like I've lost him. What an absolute pain. It's fine. If I can get through to his phone, we'll be able to meet back up right away. I don't know why that was tough to read. For now, let's wait around here. Ugh, it's cold out. Can't we go into a diner somewhere? We can do that once we meet up. It's winter after all. Of course it's cold. I'm not a snow child like you, Setsuna. Just look, there's so many people here visiting the shrine. Watching a happy, lively scene like this will make you forget all about the cold. Good grief. You never back down once you've set your mind like this, do you, Setsuna? I guess you're right. Say, Kazusa? What kind of wish did you make? Isn't it common courtesy for the person asking that question to say theirs first? Oh, right. Sorry. And it is custom. Kind of like how it's customed to make New Year's resolutions in the West is very important. In Japan, you go to the shrine and you make your New Year's wish. You pray for something like good grades or a good job or a relationship. That's a pretty common trope in anime as well. I'm kidding. It's fine. I know what you wished for without even asking. Huh? The same as always, right? For the three of us to keep on forever. Kazusa. I know. Don't worry. I'll make sure your wish is granted. Kitahara and I both. So you don't have to wish that frantically. If I can just do that, then it will come true. Do what? That's a hard wish for Kazusa to try to keep, granted how in love with him she is. Kazusa, of course, that's a very important wish as well, but today I just wished for what I'm thinking of the most right now. What is that exactly? For you to succeed in your competition. To win. Well, maybe that's a lot to ask, so second place? Or to win some kind of prize at least. How many prizes are there anyway? Setsuna. She's so kind. She's so sweet. Oh, no, I forgot to specify a range of places for you to reach. At this rate, I should have just wished for first place and nothing else. Come on, don't waste your first wish of the year on something like that. Don't you have more important things in your own life for this year anyway? Don't say that. It's not a waste at all. I already told you, this competition is just a test of my own ability. But still... Still, I will always pray for the success of the girl named Kazusa Touma. Oh, that's so nice. And it's true. No matter what ending it is, no matter what route of White Album 2, even when they decided to declare themselves as enemies, she was still wishing for Toma's success, which is a really important point. For you, who considered me your best friend and forgave me. Setsuna, why are you... Why are you such a good person? Their voices begin to echo, as in a dream. I'm not. You're a good woman and a good friend. What are you doing in such an awful position? You're wrong, Kazusa. I'm just deceiving myself. I can't move forward or backward like this. The end of their lines begin overlapping with each other. I wish I could actually do this with my voice. I've been running away, convincing myself that it was out of concern for you. I can't take a single step. I wanted the wounds I inflicted to be healed, even the smallest bit. I can't hate you. So that someday you could take back the happiness I stole from you. Liking someone forever just makes you suffer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kazusa. Help me. Help me, Setsuna. Kazusa wakes up, sits bolt upright. Oh, God. Oof, I got goosebumps. I hate it when it gets so sad so fast. Man, but that's WA2. They just slam you into the wall. It is not a short... It is... I don't know. I guess it is kind of a slow burn. But at the same time, they also just throw sorrow and drama at you. Good morning. Did I fall asleep? Yep, for about 10 minutes. Did I say anything? You were whimpering like an abandoned dog. Did you have a scary dream? Not particularly. Why has everybody got to call her a dog? Man, I get it. I get why, but it's a little bit overdone. We could sleep here together, if you like. Then in the morning, we could make our first shrine visit of the new year. No, I'm going back tomorrow to Vienna. What? On New Year's Day? You think you'll be able to get a ticket now? I'll go to the airport in the morning and wait for someone to cancel. If I can't get one that way, then I'll think about it. Tickets, plane tickets, especially internationally from Japan, are very, very expensive the week surrounding New Year. Even if she can get a ticket, it's going to be drastically overpriced. Not that it matters to her, I guess, but... You don't have to be in such a hurry to leave. You don't have any pressing business for the time being, and you're back in your homeland after all this time. No, I'm going back. It's become all the more clear to me that I can't be in this country. Sounds like you had a pretty terrible first dream of the year. Well, whatever. Do what you want. Mom? I think it's great for you to stretch your wings here a bit, but, I want you to come back as soon as possible. Oh, listen to you, you little spoiled child, tackles Kazusa and hugs her. That's so cute. You're so cute. Oh. As Youko is nuzzling and doting on her. Don't touch me. Let go. Hey, stop. Yoko's so annoying to me. She really is. But Kazusa still loves her so much, as is evident with how much she wants Mom to come home to Vienna. So, continuing on with part 4, this is the tactless love letter. Airport bustling sounds. Miyoko walks up to Kazusa. I got one, Kazusa-san. It's for an 11 o'clock flight. There was one cancellation in first class. Really? That's great. Thank you, Kudo-san. Sorry to make you do this on New Year's Day. Oh, not at all. All I do every year for New Year's Day is eat New Year's soup with my family and then go to sleep. Poor Miyoko. She deserves something better. She deserves a man. They're always talking about her getting a man. I hope she gets someone. I see. I really am sorry, interfering with your family gathering like this. I promise, you don't have to worry about it that much. Being together with your family is important. Kazusa-san. Which is funny, considering Kazusa's the one running away from Japan where her mother is right now. And it's a happy thing, too. Then you must be happy right now, Kazusa-san. You were able to spend the New Year's holiday together with your wonderful mother. Wonderful is questionable, but yes. I suppose you're right. Well, as a director, she does tend to make a few too many unreasonable requests. Oh, and let's keep that off the record, please. I'm sorry, Kudo-san. I hope you'll keep taking care of the office and Mom. Yes, please leave it all to me. All right. I think I'll be all right on my own from here, so thank you. Let's meet again at your next performance in Japan, Kazusa-san. I will do everything in my power to assist you. Ah, Kazusa-san? I'm sorry. It probably won't happen. Huh? Why? It just can't. Kazusa really doesn't like the idea of staying in Japan. Really, really. That's no good. You're just about to become a huge hit in Japan. No doubt about it. As an employee of Youko Touma's office, I simply cannot stand by while you let this ideal opportunity to sell slip away from you. I'm just a pianist. There's no just about it. You have the hook of being Youko Touma's daughter and the looks. Even outside the matter of your piano talents, you have more than enough going for you to sell. Which Kazusa really doesn't want. She doesn't want to ride on her mother's coattails. She doesn't want people to like her for her looks. But, unfortunately, that's going to be part of the package forever. You're even more of my mother's ideal employee than I imagined, Kudo-san. And that's not all, of course. The day that your piano playing captivates all of Japan is upon us. And everyone in Japan will love you. Sorry, but I can't believe in a future like that. Why do you think that? Because I'm a dropout. I couldn't make it in Japan. Everyone who loved me, everyone I loved, they've all left me. Oh, that's not true. You left them. That's the honest truth of it. You left them. Why did it end up that way? Because I loved them, I'm sure. I don't know. the correct way of loving the people who were dear to me. Which is fair, because Kazusa didn't grow up with a whole lot of love. So she has difficulty expressing it and difficulty expressing herself. That's why there are no people I love, or people who love me, in Japan anymore. There aren't, and there never will be. If that's really what you believe, please read this. She hands Kazusa a magazine. See if you can remain so contrary after reading it. Kazusa looks at the magazine. It's the same thing I showed you yesterday. The latest issue of Ensemble, with a feature on Kazusa Touma. Kazusa hands it back to her. I don't like gossip articles like this. I'm sure it's just insulting me in amusing ways. You're wrong. You're completely wrong. This article was unmistakably written by a major fan of yours. I don't have fans. I haven't played nearly enough in Japan, you know. Miyoko pushes it back at her desperately. Please, just read it. Kudo-san. Kudo-san is Miyoko's awesome. She really, really is a great employee. She deserves so much better. What the hell is this? Well, what are your thoughts? It's 1 billion times worse than I imagined. Yes, I suppose it might look that way at first glance. Is it my fault for being an illegitimate child? Is it really so wrong that I don't know who my father is? That's sad. That's a sad thought to have. The point is that, in spite of that, you didn't hate your mother. That Youko Touma, the cool, skilled pianist, was a major source of pride for you. How is this the sort of thing you decide to broadcast to the public? How does this belong in a classical music journal? And that's why you wanted to be recognized. You struggled desperately to be recognized, but you weren't, so all you could do was rebel. That's how much you loved your mother. Not true. Absolutely. I hate it when people are like, oh, Kazusa was just a spoiled child acting out because she missed her mom. No. Are you kidding me? She was heartbroken. She was traumatized. This is not like a loving moment. This is a horrible, horrible point of trauma for her. But they just glaze over it like, oh, that's so cute. You loved your mom. No. That's disgusting. Kazusa turns the page. Ah, that's from your high school entrance ceremony. There haven't been any other photos of you smiling like this. What's so wrong with skipping? Who cares that I was a delinquent? It even mentions in detail how many days you skipped in those 3 years. It really is impressive that you graduated. Why is this reporter so bothered by the fact that I didn't make any friends? It was troublesome for your classmates and teachers, wasn't it? I think that's what they're trying to say. Turning the page again. I'm not seeing any sign that the person who wrote this article is a fan of mine. This is more like... It does seem like a lecture. Definitely. What? But a lecture that's full of love and affection. I can't help feeling that. Which we know it's the truth because it was Haruki. Kazusa turns the page and gasps. At first, I thought this article was unfavorable for a lot of reasons, since it doesn't hold anything back. But the director was raving about it and gave it her full approval. I thought that was mysterious, so I read it again and started to wonder. Maybe it looked like it was insulting you, but it really wasn't. Maybe it was praising you highly, even though it didn't flatter you. I started getting this sense of a strange sort of love there. And more than anything, it goes into incredible detail about Kazusa Touma as a person. When I thought about how much dedicated research must have gone into this. Dedicated research? More like memories. Dedicated memories. No. Huh? There was no research. What? Of course there was. This kind of detailed article can only be written by careful, thorough gathering of information. This person knew everything from the start. What? She's shocked. What? Who wrote this? Who wrote this article? Well, maybe if you ask the editorial department, you can find out. Kazusa begins searching frantically. I need my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, it's in your suitcase. Then a payphone. Who puts their phone in their suitcase? Kazusa runs off. Miyoko calls after her. Kazusa-san, if you don't mind using my phone, I have it right here. Wait, it's almost time to board. Airport sounds fade. Flashback. Kazusa plays the piano. So, are you going to be a novelist or what? Nah, I'm well aware that I don't have the kind of literary talent, so I think it might be nice to be a reporter or an editor, something that lets me convey my own opinions to people in writing anyway. Oh, flashbacks. She knows very well who wrote it. That's a pretty modest dream. Suits you perfectly, Kitahara. Maybe it's modest, but for now, it's my dream. I'd say it's perfectly equal to your dream of being a pianist, Touma. Do you have to scoff at literally everything? But you're going into politics and economics, right? So what? Will you be a newspaper columnist? Columnist? I didn't even know that was a word. I don't even know how to say it. In one of those departments? For politics or economics, yeah, probably. I'd like to leave myself more possibilities than that, but man, what should I do? Don't ask me that. I don't even know whether I'm going to graduate. You can decide your own plans for yourself. She stops playing. Hey, break time is up. Time to play together. See, even mid-high school, Haruki always kind of knew what he was going to do. He had his plan, because that's the kind of person that Haruki is. Roger. He gets ready to play the guitar again. I'm gonna make it through with no mistakes this time. Yeah, we'll see about that. They begin to rehearse Todokanai Koi. Music continues into the next scene as flashback ends. Oh. And this is something obviously I'm not going to be able to replicate, but Todokanai Koi playing while Kazusa's panicking and trying to dial his number is very, very emotional. Kazusa picks up the payphone and dials. 0903. Why? I only called him once 3 years ago. Why do I remember this number? The phone rings. Sound of phone picking up. The phone whose number you dialed cannot currently be reached or may be turned off at the moment. Kazusa slams the phone down. It beeps. Of course. This is just our fate, isn't it? Oh, it's so sad that she really tried to call him. She did. She tried to reconnect at this moment. But it wasn't in the cards. Airport sounds resume. Well, I'm going then. Are you really all right with this? You could extend your stay until tomorrow if you wanted to. No, I'm good. I'm pretty sure I just jumped to the wrong conclusion. But, oh, do you think I could bring this magazine along with me, though? So I can read it in my spare time on the plane? Yes, of course. Miyoko is like secretly really happy. She's like, yay, I did something for Kazusa. God, still, this woman really isn't photogenic at all. Even so, this picture is going to be showing up a lot more from now on. It's the first step in the legend of Kazusa Touma, after all. What's that supposed to mean? This country is so strange. So you might be having trouble getting your feelings in order right now, but the next time you perform in Japan... All right, for the sake of your salary, Kuro-san? No, Miyoko-san. Maybe I'll think about it before too long. Oh, switching from Kuro-san to Miyoko-san just means that they're a little bit closer. It's a little less formal. That's adorable. Kazusa has made a connection. A little one, but still a connection. Kazusa-san. As if. First, I have to get big enough to hold a solo concert to begin with. That will be very soon. I just know it. I'll be waiting. Thanks. Well, see you around. Kazusa starts walking. Be well. I look forward to seeing you again. Kazusa keeps walking. Her voice begins to echo as she addresses an imaginary Haruki. Be well, huh? Hey, how are you doing? I'm working hard at it. Did you know? I was the runner-up in that competition I entered recently. I'd say that's pretty impressive. I'm way ahead of you right now. Serves you right. So, you'd better keep working hard in your own quiet way. Her voice stops echoing. Bye, then. Plane takes off. Oh, man. And this story is really cool because it shows the point where she tried to reach out and she tried to reconnect, right? And it also shows how important this copy of Ensemble was, kind of in keeping Haruki fresh in Kazusa's mind during this time. So it did serve a pretty important purpose. I mean, the whole scene and everything that kind of set up in closing chapter was leading up to this moment and was very important for this moment. Even though we didn't actually see Kazusa throughout our closing chapter time, she was there, she was still doing things, and she was still, obviously, thinking of Haruki and Setsuna, but mostly Haruki. So, that wraps up this drama CD. So thank you so much for joining me on this one. I'll be back with more drama CD readings in the future. So until then, hope you take care. See you.